This is the Irontrader and TGIF. I know it was a shortened week, but wow, this week just flew by. But wow, what a profitable week. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, daily and your weekly chart. Now, let's just take a look here on the weekly first. I've always been pointing out this key 8 SMA here, 72.88. Now, real-time price, you're sitting at 73.82, so you're about a buck above that. Now, as this comes down here, you can see where your 200-day is slowly creeping up here. So you have 71.32, and that is going to be your key support area here on a weekly basis. So basically what you got here now is we just have a sideways action because you are in the shoulder season. Realistically, January till mid to end February is you're going to go sideways here, unless there's some kind of a real big catalyst and that'll take you up. But right now, there's just not the demand for it. There's no demand for, your gasoline. There's no demand for your, for the housing and everything. But that's all going to start picking up here in the next couple of months. Now, let's take a look here on your daily chart. Well, we can see what we have. Now, we put in a bottom here on this candle. They're sitting at 70.50, which was a double bottom off at a 70.47. Okay, I always like to look to the left of the chart here. And anytime you can pick up any kind of say, oh, I got key support levels here, that's what you want to do. So that was a nice double bottom, just like we had here with the 70.13 and your 70.06. That was a nice double bottom going on there. And then we had a nice good rally on up. So we have a nice bottom here, and then we had a good reversal candle, and then we had a higher high yesterday, and it closed right at that 50-day. That's going to be key, that 73.75. So right now you're just a little bit above it, but we got to see if it's going to rally up. So when you look at this 21-day, it looks like it wants to roll on up here. Your 8-day wants to roll on up. But this is going to be your key support level. So we want to watch this 50-day. This is 73.75. We want to watch this key 21-day at 72.88. And then we want to watch this 72.70. That is all going to be your key support levels, along with this 8 SMA here at 72.89. So you have a lot of good support here underneath. Now, again, if it's lost, then we look to yesterday's low. Okay, you're looking at 72.10, and we'll come to the candle here. You're looking at 71.23, and then we come to this candle at 70.50, which is that nice double bottom. Again, if that's lost here, we can come to this candle right here. You're looking at 70.06, and then here's your nice big retest at 69.28, which you can see on your price channel. So now your price channels are leveling off here real nice. So now you have a real good trading range here. Very, very good. Again, if this is lost here, we can follow these candles down, but your big target is going to be right here at 67.71. Your RSI here looking, you can go either direction on that here, but you're very bullish here on your MACD that I've been pointing out. Once that green is above that red here, it just is, this has been really some really good scalping trades here. Now we look at the MACD here on your weekly. You can see where it's starting to roll on up here, and hopefully, if you want to take a long position here, once that green gets above that red like we had here, that is a very, very bullish sign here. But just the keys, what you want to watch is going to be that 72.89, this key 21-day here, and the key 8 SMA here on the downside. We're stuck right here at the 50. So again, if we can get above that, we'll look to the top of today's high at 74.55, and then we come to the candle here at 75.25, and your retest is going to be 76.18, which is basically this candle. Again, if you can get above that, then we have a lot of resistance with your 77.47 and your 77.78, your 200 SMA. So let's not just get too excited. This is still just a sideways trend until you can really basically close above this 76.18, that price channel, and get that moving back on up again, just like we had here. See how your price channel is coming and working its way down. Now, if it can work itself right on up here, but you need to close above that 76.18 in order for you to hit that 50-day and that 200-day. But right now, you got a really nice trading range here. I mean, the scalping has been really good. I scalp UCO for the long and SEO for the short. Many ways to trade this. You know, you can do futures, you can do options, you can do whatever. But I like the ETFs because I'm in and out, and you can just they do big volume in and out. You got your money. You don't have to even worry about all that. So this is really good here. But again, today, watch this 50 SMA and then this the 21-year 8 and this 8 SMA here on the downside. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But the key level here is if you get above that 76.18, then we got a good shot at your 50 and your 200 there. All right, let's take a look here on natty gas. Okay, natural gas daily chart. Now, I was always pointing out this gap. Okay, you always want to look for gaps and fills because that's like a magnet to a fridge. That's where you want to usually go. So this top of this gap here was 3.40, and then where do we go? It was 3.39. So that was a really nice double top situation. Now, again, if you can get above that, we look for that fill at 3.45, and then we have your high here at 3.52, 3.57, this candle here at 3.60, and then your big retest at 3.64. So that was your first double top. But last Friday, we had this candle here. So you had your high of that 3.39, and then we had this candle here at 3.37. Okay, so this was just a clear double top where I sold right into it. Very a good trade. Now what we have here, now we have a big ass red candle. We had an indecision candle, another big ass red candle yesterday, but you notice that it did hold that 200. But so far today, it's not holding it. So we got to see how it's going to shake out here at the end of the day. What I don't like here is look at this MACD. Okay, see how your green, it pinched there, and now your green here is below the red. That's just like what we had right here, and then that's works yourself right on down. The key to this is on the upside is you need to reclaim this 2.66 is 200-day. I mean ASAP on a closing basis. If you can get above that, your next resistance is going to be this 21-day at 2.75, and then we have your 50-day here at 2.77. If you can get above that, then we look to the bottom of this candle here at 2.82, and then we have 2.87, which is your 100-day, and then 2.96. But look at this 8 SMA here. See, that's just like what it did here. Okay, see, once it rolls. Now, see, when that 8-day rolls over like that, your price just goes right below, and then it fights it. See how it fights it the whole way until you can get it actually above it. So your 8-day is very key. You always want to put that on your charts. But there's a lot of resistance there. Now you have your 200-day, your 21-day, your 50-day, your 100-day, and your 8-day, which is rolling over. But we have to see. I mean, it rolled over here too, and then zipped right back on up. So always just watch it. That's usually the first sign of what you want to do. Now, on the downside, well, obviously you want to watch today's low here. You're looking at 2.61, and then we start getting into these other candles here. So you want to look at the top of this. You're looking at 2.56, and then we'll look to the bottom of this candle here, which is that 2.49 basically, and then we have 2.48 and 2.41, and then we come down basically down to this candle here, which is that 2.38, which is your price channel. Okay, all that can come all the way down there very easily, especially when this MACD here is rolling over. So just follow these candles all the way down until if it gets all the way down to this 2.38. Don't know if it's going to get there. Now, if it reclaims that 200-day, that would be a good, maybe possible buying point if you have that kind of a candle and it reclaims it and you have a bottoming tail. Then we can start shooting up for the 21-day, the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 8-day. But right now, it doesn't look too good. It just looks like she just wants to keep on rolling off this double top. See, so you always look for these double tops, double bottoms, higher lows, divergences, anything that'll give you any kind of an edge. All right, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour chart. Well, we can see here on the hourly chart here, you had this really nice double top here. Okay, so that always tells you that you got to sell. And look where this thing is rolling. Now, on the upside, you want to look at this 8 SMA, 2.64, 2.68, 2.78, 2.89, and then you can get up here 2.99 if you can turn this around and rally back up. Not saying they can't, but right now she just looks like on the downslide. All right, here on your 4-hour chart, double top is just as clear as a bell and just came right on down. So see, this is when I point out this 8 SMA here. It just fights it the whole way, and now you're looking all the way down. So now you're below this key 200-day at 2.67. That's not really good. So when we take over to the left of the chart here, what we want to do is that we want to start going to this levels here. So what you have here is you got that 2.54. We come over here, you have 2.53, and you have 2.48, and then we can get all the way, work yourself all the way down here, 2.44. So this is here is on the downside until you can get this trend reverse. You can get back above that 200-day, above this 8 SMA here, above your 21 here, and then head on up here. This just looks lower, just like when we have on the daily chart. You need to recoup that, ASAP, above that key 200 SMA. If you can do that, then she has a chance of either going sideways or maybe a little bit up. But right now, it looks like it's going to come down. Now, you have to always watch the weather. It looks like we got another big storm coming in, so that could affect natural gas. But even though they shut down the rigs in North Dakota, you didn't have the biggest draw, is what I was figuring that they were going to have. But again, maybe some of that will be on next week's EIA report. All right, that's what I got for you on the crude and natural gas. I'll be back later today after the pit close at 2:30, and we will review both of those again. Thanks for watching.